guys, Paul here.
Josh.
ManiacsMeat podcast, episode 29. We're out here in the midst of nature, God's country, and we're waiting for a bunch of rednecks to come and rape our butts and cut us up.
Sounds like a merry old time.
Yeah, and I'm that redneck, and I have his butt. So we're good. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about Cannibal Campout.
Cannibal Campout. This is the first edition. This is more just like an introductory version to our new episode on Tuesdays, which is actually this isn't episode 29. This is episode 31. Because we're not doing Slasher Sunday. We're doing Trashy Tuesday. Trashy Tuesday, episode 31. Here it is. Trashy Tuesday. We're going to do 2 of them a month, obviously, just like a regular schedule, kind of interweaving schedule. But we just, we have a lot of trashy films.
We do. That's
And
kind of what we
I
focus
kind
on.
of don't, some of these, you just really can't loop in with other films. You just want to do the trash and just be the trash. Let the trash be the trash.
There are some films that just are trash films, and then you have really actually trash films,
Yeah.
like The Toxic Avenger is a trash film. Then you have Cannibal Campout that's literally trash.
Trash.
But fun though.
But fun
Don't
trash.
take that
Nope.
the wrong way.
We're going to talk about this right now. Here you go. I probably don't know if you can see this or not, but Cannibal Campout. Got the fire here. Got this going on. We got this. This is the second film from the noted filmmaker John McBride, who did his debut with another trash film, Wood Chipper Massacre. Yeah, Wood Chipper Massacre right there. No massacre involved. It's a really shitty film. You could tell everyone did this, and this is their first film. You could really tell. It's just one of those things. Wood Chipper Massacre was filmed up using like his mom and stuff as extras over in Connecticut. So if you're raised in Connecticut, you fall over a lot, and you have money. There you go.
I just broke a chair.
It's all about placements. It's all about placement. So there. And then he decided he actually got some funding, because the thing is, Wood Chipper Massacre came out at the right place at the right time when all the mom and pop shops were desperate for horror to get the funding back up. So they saw this title. People bought copies of this just to fill a shelf filler. And the name got around, and he made a little bit of money off this. He took his second adventure into video land and went down to New Jersey and made Cannibal Campout. Very, very disgusting. 3 rednecks basically take this little group of campers and mutilate the fuck out of them, and do a lot of one-liners and a lot of cheesy talking while they do it. And it's very raw, visceral, very low budget, very fun in a way. It doesn't get to that kind of campy level that redneck zombies get.
No.
But it's close. It's close.
It's campy as fuck.
And they actually cut the oh, I'm so pregnant. Apparently she was like a day pregnant, and they cut the baby out and be like, I don't know, smells like a girl, tastes like a girl. It was kind of funny as they pull the womb out and stuff, and they were like, I don't know what this is. Fuck it. Just a lot of weird cheesy shit where you can definitely tell it's like a lot of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
A lot of barbecue sauce going on. It's something that you could really, I don't know, it's just that, put it in during a party movie. I don't know.
I want to put it in during a Christmas party with my grandmother's there.
No, but more just like a
stuff.
hangout Halloween.
Absolutely.
Like it's one of those ones that you throw in during your like crazy 80s Halloween party kind of thing. Cannibal Campout 1988, and then Wood Chipper Massacre would be from 19. That's not right. That's not right.
I can't believe you have the retro 80s. Can I see this?
Yeah, sure.
You have the retro 80s car collection.
Yeah,
DVD.
I have the retro collection. This says Wood Chipper Massacre 1989, and Cannibal Campout is 1988, and Wood Chipper Massacre was his first one, so I don't know. That doesn't seem correct to me. But we're not here to be accurate. We're here just to talk about what we're talking about. But yes, Wood Chipper Massacre, first John McBride. Second film would be Cannibal Campout, which had a little bit more budget and stuff and had more extras and shit than this. But yep, it's a very interesting film. A lot of bickering and whining and pissing between the cannibals, and one cannibal gets it at the end.
Ooh.
The one funny thing about this one was the one cannibal always wears this kind of like Top Gun flying outfit, like with the helmet and the mask and stuff. She pulls the mask off near the end and finds out it's their retarded brother kind of a thing.
That's my favorite.
Because he is wearing a toxic Avenger Avenger mask underneath his the helmet. So he's like, then grabs it and then runs away because he was got a mask. So it's like, hey, look, that's a little shout out for
awesome.
for New Jersey crazy horror film, because of course Toxic Avenger 1984.
I like it.
I like it. I don't know. You haven't seen too much of it. We're just doing a little impromptu talk about it because someone didn't really watch it.
I didn't do my homework.
He didn't do his homework, but I'm talking about it a little bit just to say hi and introducing Trashy Tuesdays. And you know what? You can't be on par with Trashy Tuesdays because some people are just trash. Ding dong. So,
but with saying that, I mean, after the little bit I did watch and viewed, it seems like just every new redneck horror film ever made after 2000.
yeah, it's basically
it literally
like,
looks like Wrong Turn.
It's the low budget Wrong Turn. Yeah, absolutely.
So
it's a fun watch.
I could probably put this movie together just by watching the trailer.
Exactly. I mean, they just randomly go out to a certain location, randomly do it for a certain reason, randomly make out, and randomly get killed in a random spot for random reasons. There are a little bit of nuances to this film I do like when the guy, he basically bursts through the floor and gets the girl and stuff. I mean, like, there is a lot of different, like, interesting shots and ideas. So, I mean, it's definitely an interesting film. It's one of those ones you gotta love, fucking cheap, old, classic, like, 80s fucking no-budget horror.
It looks fun.
Or you won't like this film. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It's one of those, it even comes with a nice little card. Look at that. Visit Camp Motion Pictures, and it has the Wood Chipper Massacre thing. It's so nice.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's a fun film. I would say just like Wood Chipper Massacre, just like Cannibal Campout. Wood Chipper Massacre is a little harder to sit through, but Cannibal Campout, it's one of those ones. If you love really trashy, no budget 80s horror, you're gonna have to have this film. Like 8 out of 10, good. Like of crap. It's crap though. And we're talking about crap scales here. We're talking about Trashy Tuesday crap scales.
Like, yeah.
8 out of 10.
On your mom's, like, or
Yeah.
parents' home camera kind of fucking film.
These films do not even register on the normal human watching scale.
No.
For
You
the
can't even.
For the 80s trash scale, they're like 8 out of 10s. You gotta have them. But for normal scales, they don't even rate. They're in the negatives. That's how bad these films are. But if you love some good trashy films, definitely check out the 2 editions from Jonathan McBride, which is the Wood Chipper Massacre and Cannibal Campout for sure.
So what happened in American history that all of a sudden we have a fear of rednecks? Because we've lived in Northeast PA my whole life,
Yeah.
and I've yet to been attacked by. It's annoying, but I've yet to been attacked by a redneck.
I rarely attack myself anymore. You know, I don't know. I don't really have.
It's like I could see the clown thing. People have a fear of clowns, but why rednecks? How many people in history have ever been attacked
Cannibalistic rednecks.
by cannibalistic rednecks in the mountains?
Well, I don't think anyone's ever been really attacked by cannibalistic rednecks in the mountains. Especially in the last 100 years. That's something that just. I mean, it happens in the films a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Where did that come from? Where did the genre come from?
There was, in Scotland, I believe it was, a whole family that was
Yeah.
living in caves, and it was actually attacking people and dragging them back and eating them in caves in Scotland.
And breeding with some of the women.
And breeding with
Yeah.
some in the 1800s.
That's where the Hills Have Eyes came from, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Maybe.
That's where the story was.
Yeah, because that was a real thing that happened, which is
Yeah.
crazy as fuck.
They were taking the women and breeding with
And
them.
because if you think about it, populations compared to the size of the area, that's not that big. You know, and they still managed to survive and thrive for a couple generations of doing this. You might find some creepy people out in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, or not Pennsylvania, but in America. But
I've been in some shady spots, and
yeah,
literally like bumfuck nowhere in
I've been to
Pennsylvania.
Mildred, which is a shady fucking spot, and I've been to William Penn, which is shady as fuck. So I still haven't seen any cannibalistic rednecks there.
Isn't William Penn? Isn't that the?
You want Tamaqua? Really, really bad.
Yeah, but aren't they? Weren't there like cannibals up there? Something like cannibals living a long time ago.
I don't know.
That's in the weird Pennsylvania book.
I walked through or I drove through William Penn, and all the houses were leaning, and they looked like they were falling over, and then just fucking like Vanilla Ice people were walking back and forth out of. I was like, all the Kyles of the world lived there. Apparently, that's why the houses were falling over because they were punching through all the drywall.
The Kyles of
The
the
Kyles
world.
of the world all lived in William Penn, so it was pretty interesting.
Kyle Armstrong.
William Penn definitely has this vibe of like you go into this time, like town that time forgot, and like all the rednecks would be there because like there was a burnout like garage where obviously they were trying to still function, and this guy was just, you could see him on this little turny chair just turning slowly in the middle of the garage bay, like a silhouette of him.
That's crazy.
It seemed really, really like backwoods crazy, the beginning of a horror film. But yep. But that's my ideas on both of these. So, I don't know. Have you seen either of these yet?
I have not.
Are you going to?
I will.
Should we talk about them later then, more frequently?
We can go back into them later.
'Cause we
on.
have to-
This is kind of an introduction to
This is
Trashy
later,
Tuesdays.
yeah. So we can go through a more thorough togetherness. Because trash is all about togetherness.
Mm-hmm. It's a unit. It's
Yeah.
a unity.
You take the trash out as a one.
You take the trash. You take the good.
That's the facts of life.
Yeah, you know where I was going with that.
Facts of life. So anyway,
The trash
we'll be
of
back.
life.
We're definitely going to be back with Wood Chipper Massacre, and then we'll expand on Cannibal Campout later on the next Trashy Tuesday. This has been Paul.
Josh.
Here we go. Watch that finger. Here, crock shot. Ooh.